All right, man. You think motherfuckers is tired of me saying that I've met Danny from Rock and hung out with him? You think you're tired of that yet?
Who gives a fuck? I would say that shit.
I don't give a damn.
Man, shit.
Listen, first of all, I want to give a round of applause to both Danny and Mike because y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all motherfuckers came a long fucking way, been killing it every step of the way. The fact that I got to see these niggas movie in a movie theater felt crazy to me. Like, I wanted to pull out my phone and capture when the names popped up and all that, but I didn't do that because I'm like, let me just enjoy the movie. I don't want to piss motherfuckers off. See a bright ass phone up, but I still want to do that anyway because I got personal attachment to this motherfucker.
Yeah, so why didn't you do it? Because I would have did it. You crazy? I would have get. Why didn't you give me the phone? I would. That's something to be proud of. Don't take that shit light.
Walking up in there just knowing that I know these motherfuckers. We followed these motherfuckers almost every step of the way. And then being able to have the privilege to sit in a movie theater and watch something that they've done a long time in the making felt great to me.
And that's why I told you, stop holding that shit in. When we first started watching their videos, we watched all this shit, laughed at this shit. And who knew that in 2 to 3 years, you would be shoulder to shoulder with one of them?
I didn't know that shit.
Of course you didn't know that. You can't predict the future. But when it happened, you're supposed to take that to heart. You're supposed to promote, show off, talk about it. Certain things, I did. Yeah, certain things you don't hold it in. Like nigga, be like, yo, I know you. I'm proud of this shit.
I was so excited when we got to watch the trailer and seeing what happened. And walking up in that theater, number one, if motherfuckers can't tell, I love the fucking movie. I fucking loved it. So, spoiler alert, the movie was fucking great. You know what I mean? No surprise there. Of course, we knew it was going to be great. We know the motherfuckers behind it, everybody involved. Of course, it was going to be great. But, like, this just hit differently because it is one of those movies. Well, I'm going to try to keep it spoiler-free as I can in the beginning. It was just really enjoyable from beginning, and it's one of those joints where it's like, the more you think about it, the crazier the story gets. You know what I mean? From everything that happened. Number one, I don't know where they found the main actress, Sophie Wilde, I believe her name is. She fucking killed it. To have the movie center around you and have, like, you drive the movie. So everything that you do, that's what motherfuckers are paying attention to. Your facial expressions, emoting, dealing with the craziness, and handling it in real time, and being involved in a clusterfuck that you don't really know how to deal with, but like you still doing it anyway. For that, yo, she fucking killed it. She fucking killed it. So round of applause to her. Whatever she's in from now on, I'm gonna be watching because she's on my radar because she fucking killed it.
It's been a while, and I'm talking about a while. The last movie that made me feel uncomfortable like this was Hereditary. When I say uncomfortable, I mean uncomfortable. Any movie can throw jump scares at you. Anybody can booga 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 every 3 minutes. But when we watched this, there was something about, like, I felt that presence that was in the movie. That evil, that darkness, it filled the theater. And Sophie Wilde really demonstrated how much grief can destroy you. But along with the grief, you come across some demon shit like this. Come on, man.
Oh, what I love about this movie is the fact that to echo on what you said, them joints where it's not jump scare. Like, movies that fuck with your head are always going to be scarier than Five Nights at Freddy's shit, where it's like the violence thing, that type of shit. You count 3, 2, 1, and they jump out like, gotcha, motherfucker. No, you didn't. Then they mad. It's like these type of movies are unsettling because the imagery is crazy. What they choose to show and what they don't show fucks with you. Because sometimes when they don't show the shit and when you don't get solid answers on the shit, how they deal with it makes it scarier than you knowing everything, them jumping out. And sometimes one of the movies where it's building up, and then the big reveal is kind of underwhelming. This ain't one of them joints, yo, because they know how to play it. And from the very start, you get thrown in it, and you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like, these motherfuckers played with different things. Like the cinematography was crazy because some of them camera shots, the shit that they was doing, he's like, yo, what the fuck? And you could tell that they've studied things. They knew how to hit certain things. It's like, the way they chose to execute this is one of the main things I'm so proud of, because you know what I mean, we've seen certain ones that you watch the trailer, you get hyped, you go see the movie like well, you know what I mean. And I'm not saying that this ain't one of them joints because I got personal investment. I'm saying this shit because I genuinely believe that the way they executed this shit is gonna fuck with a lot of people, because it's just unsettling, it's creepy, and you want to forget it, because like the more you think about it, you're like, yo, this shit's fucked.
And you can tell. And look, I'm not an expert. I'm not this movie guy. They show certain things that I never really got a chance to see in certain movies. Like there were certain scenes that I hate to take it here, but there were certain scenes in a movie that scared me when I read the actual Bible. And I never seen somebody use actual imagery from the words of the Bible. And they didn't do it intentionally, probably.
Or they did.
Or maybe they did. But there was a certain scene, I ain't got to say it, but there was a certain scene that it made me almost leave the theater, because I read that certain scene in the Bible. So watching how they portrayed it in their movie, it fucked me up for the rest of the movie.
That shit, it fucks with you, man. And it's like, and knowing Raka, they brutal with the shit on the regular anyway. So like, when you get to the brutality of this movie, you're seeing this shit, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. If motherfuckers are not familiar with Raka and they go into this shit, they gonna get blindsided, yo. Because these niggas is crazy, yo. They're crazy. And they're so good at what they do. Like, they be doing comedy skits with brutality and crazy shit. Yep. So now you got the movie where it's just horror elements. Like, shit ain't funny no more, B. Like we doing crazy shit, and then they still keep that same brutality. And what I love about this, just to keep harping on it, none of this shit is cheesy. All of it is fucking like crazy as fuck, and it's believable, yo. Because like there's a lot of things that motherfuckers don't understand in this world. It is what it is. But like the fact that a fucking hand like this could connect to some crazy shit like that, my crazy ass, like I believe that shit could actually fucking happen, which is why I don't fuck with none of this shit. Motherfuckers show up like, yo, we got this hand, you wanna grab it? Fuck no, I'm out. Yep. Never talk to these niggas ever again.
I might back up. I might go outside. I might shoot the fucking hand from a distance. Yo, I don't want no parts.
I'm not even gonna do that. I don't want to get mad at me like, yeah, you the mother. Then the hand start pointing at me like, you try to shoot me, and then.
So what you think is gonna chase you down South Philly?
Fuck yeah! You saw what it was fucking doing. Yeah, you want to try to fucking shoot at the hand so you can piss the fuck off? Fuck no! Like, look, I got an overactive imagination, so in my mind, that shit could actually happen. If I go to a crib like, yo, we got this hand, yo, it does this. You want to try it? Fuck no. Fuck y'all. I'm out. Like these niggas, they did this shit, but like. The fucked up thing is, let's say this hand was real. In the real world, there'd be some niggas crazy enough to fucking do this shit. Like, yo, it connects to this shit. You want to do it? Like, all right, fuck yeah. We got nothing shit else to do.
I know.
Let's do it. Make a whole game out of it. And even the way they showed that shit, like the passage of time and them fucking with the hand and everything it was doing, like, you know what I mean? I can see that shit happening in real life because motherfuckers is too inquisitive for their own fucking good.
And before anyone asks the question, like, why would they even do it? Like, it's so stupid. If you think about it, they actually look at what they were saying when they touched the hand. They said that they felt high. They felt good.
Yeah, it's a euphoric feeling. Like niggas would do that in real life, and people know it. If that shit were to happen in real life, you got this hand that connects to that shit. Niggas would do that in real life. Not me, but there's some motherfuckers that don't care about the shit or they don't believe in it. Like, oh, I gotta see it to believe it. And they grab the hand and they see it like, oh shit, I want to try it again. There's niggas like that in real life that would do it.
Yeah.
And that's why this shit exists.
I couldn't.
Not me. But the way they showed this shit, man, it's like, I just gotta shout out the fucking makeup effects. Because like when they grabbed the hand and the shit happened, yo, you saw it in the face. You're like, yo, something ain't right. That ain't them no more. Like, you know what I mean, something's going on.
The faces started to look,
yo,
bruised and beat up, which scared me because you're not you at that moment.
Yeah. This is one of them joints that follows the philosophy of less is more. Cause like things are subtle. You see a little bit and your brain fills in the rest. Like, oh shit, this. Okay, I think this is happening. Cause they're like it's not a Wikipedia page where it's like they detail every single thing. Yeah. It's like, yo, something's happening. Somebody's right there. This, it might be this. And your brain like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Starts all correcting and filling in things, which makes the whole thing creepier. And then they playing with the darkness, which is one of my favorite elements of horror movies. Shit is dark. You might see some things in the shadows, like, did I really see that? Or, you know what I mean? James Wan type shit. Like, I love what they chose to do with this motherfucker. And for this to be their debut movie, these niggas killed it.
Yeah.
They killed it. I'm gonna keep saying that shit.
For this to be on first.
It's hard to talk about this shit in the beginning because I'm trying to be spoiler free. I don't want to ruin nobody's experience. I want you to experience all of this for yourself. Like, so I'm just gonna say, if you like horror movies, go see the joint. I mean, if you like rock, of course, go see the joint. Danny and Mike, y'all niggas killed it. Whatever movie y'all do next, you know what I mean? The little cameo, you know what I mean? But
yeah, throw both of us in there, but we ain't touching no hands.
You know what I mean? If you gotta kill niggas, fuck it. Niggas will die in the movie. I don't give a fuck.
So if they do part 2.
But it ain't gonna be a part 2. Like, this don't seem like they would. I don't know. But if they do part 2, I'm gonna watch it. But this seems like a joint where they did this and they gonna move to something else. Either way, whatever y'all do, I'm gonna watch it. I'm there day one for the rest of your joints. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all journey has been phenomenal from the beginning up until now. This is another stepping stone, another goal achieved because y'all motherfuckers hardworking niggas. I love this movie. Go see this joint because like this is what horror movies are about. Like this kind of experience. You in the theater and it's like some things I had to turn my head away a couple times because I'm like, yo,
man,
what the fuck?
yeah.
The brutality, man, and the gore was on point to the point where I don't want to watch this shit. Like I had to turn my head. I'm like, I don't want to see this scene because this shit is wild.
The gore, the fear, the uncomfortable.
Yep, that's everything a horror film should be. So, with that being said, any final words before we get into some spoilers? So
if you love the movie Hereditary, if Hereditary made you uncomfortable and it filled you with fear, this movie will do the same. It has its own image, but if you love Hereditary and if you love what Hereditary did to you, you'll love this film. Man, congratulations, fellas.
Congratulations. So, with that being said, I'm going to get into some spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Now I can talk about this shit because I gotta hold back because I don't want to spoil shit for niggas. Listen, man. Yo. The beginning of the movie starts already in it. Like, and I love that element of certain movies when they start in the shit. Like, when this nigga already fucked up. You know what I mean? It's got this one shot. The party's going on. Yo, he's knocking on the door because he knows his brother's fucked up. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, if you don't get out here, I'm gonna kick this shit down. He proceeds to kick that shit down. And you see him on the bed. He's like this, back scarred up. And you know something's not right. You don't know what it is, but you know something's not right. So he's like, I got to get him out of here. Still one shot. It's going through the party. You know what I mean? Some altercation. It's like, yo. Then all of a sudden, boom. Brother gets stabbed. And then fucking stabs himself.
In the head.
Right there, I knew, like, oh, these niggas ain't playing. These niggas ain't playing.
But the sound of the knife, the sound of him stabbing himself is brutal.
It's so fast, and you can see like the force. I'm like, yo, man. And that's how the shit starts. So you're like, yo. Then we cut to our main character where, you know what I mean, you see shit's fucked up. You find out about a mom and everything like that. You don't know in the beginning, but then, you know, as the movie goes, it starts, you know, filling in the blanks of what happened, you know what I mean? Like, and her story is a tragedy. Especially with her telling, like, you know, talking to, you know, she's at the family's house with Riley and everybody else, and saying, you know what I mean, I got nightmares too. Like I have this, you know, recurring nightmares. You know what I mean, with I'm look in the mirror and you know what I mean, shit's fucked up. You know, I don't see reflection. You know what I mean? So she says that shit. She puts that out there. It's like. And for that shit to come back around, and that's why her whole story is a tragedy. Now, they got this thing with the hand. It's like, and they said the established rules. And one of the things I like about this movie is we got this hand. We don't really know where this shit came from. We don't know. We're speculating, but we don't fucking know. And not knowing makes that shit scarier because I'm like, what makes this shit able to connect to the fucking other side for niggas to see that shit and grab on and then you know, temporarily, you know, cross over to this plane. We don't know. That shit's scary as fuck. But that's the thing. And they got rules. So it's like this certain amount of time. Because if you go past that time, these niggas ain't gonna want to leave.
You have to stay under 90 seconds.
So if you go past that time, then shit could get real fucked for you. So those are the established rules. And we stick to those rules. And we go to this party, you know, that, and they got the hand out because, you know what I mean? That's the thing to do. So
you got the hand out.
So, like, I mean, you got the situation with you know, you got the chick, her ex is down dating a friend, which is awkward as fuck. But, she rocked with it, like, whatever, fuck it. So, I mean, things are, people treating her a little weird, because, like, yeah, she's weird, whatever, like that. But, she opts to try the hand for something to do. Like, fuck it, shit's awkward. Let me do this shit for something to do. She does it, immediately sees something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, how they even chose to show the first experience of that shit with the motherfucker there. You don't really know what's going on. You see it. Yo, shit's fucked up.
Yep.
She gets possessed. Like, because you gotta say, let me in. Because, like, first, you know what I mean? You say, talk to me, and then motherfuckers show up. But then, that's it until you say, let me in. And then they do the damn thing. And it's like, when they do that, they start speaking.
Right, you need to get an ass. They had some demons up in that motherfucker. You had the ignorant ones, the ones that were full of sorrow and pity.
All kinds, because you never know which one is going to show up. But even from that first instance, when the big wet motherfucker was showed up,
Hell yeah,
and
just sitting there,
and was in it was talking shit to the little brother Riley, like, yeah, they right there, they behind you, they want you. They gonna get you.
Run.
Scared the fuck out of him. To the point where it's like, if that was me, I would have never done it. But he he wanted something to prove. So he's like, yeah, man, I ain't no bitch. Like, come on. So flash forward to the next one, and I like how they did the scene where all of them was repeatedly doing it. Like this whole night, past the time, they was all doing it because they
like they were getting high.
Yeah, it's like, it's the thing to do is party. You know what I mean? Got to be fun for them. As long as you stay within the time constraints, then you good. Now, the niggas knew what was up. So it's like when Riley says, "All right, yeah, I want to try it too." Sister's like, "Nah, fuck that." But she ends up leaving because they arguing back and forth. She's like, "All right, fuck it."
Right, go do you.
Even he said some ignorant shit to her. So she's like, "I don't need this shit." Rolled out. So you know what I mean? They end up letting him do it, but. You know what I mean? The mom ends up showing up and saying stuff. And that right there was the way to get that shit to go longer than was allowed.
Right, Sophie's mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause they fucking knew. Well, Sophie's a real name. Not
what the fuck am I talking about?
Sophie's a real name.
What was the name of the movie?
Was it Mia?
Mia. Yeah, with Mia's mom. Yeah, it was Mia.
Yeah, Mia.
That to me was fucked up because the demons knew what to do from start to finish to pull her into a...
They fucking knew. I'm under the impression that it was never her mom. But I don't know. This is a theory. A part of it could have been, or it could have been in the beginning, and then, you know what I mean, after that it wasn't. Because these you think about it, and these demons, well, not demons, these souls get a chance to speak. They're stuck in this plane until the hand come out and they grab it and then they get brought over. So at first you're like, what the fuck? So in the beginning, that probably was her mom because she was saying stuff that she wanted to say and set her mind at ease. Like, yo, I'm sorry, this is not what I meant to do. This is not what I meant to happen. I want the best for you.
I never wanted to leave you.
Yeah, it's like, all this other stuff. So right then and there, that ended up making it go longer than it needed to. And right after that point, that's when motherfuckers stepped in. Is like, nah, fuck that. It's time. We staying. We ain't going nowhere. Yo, the scene that followed after that, man, I had to turn my head a couple times because this nigga was digging in his eye, trying to rip that shit out and bashing his head against the... Yo, the brutality, man, that's what I was talking about. The brutality of this movie was fucking nuts. It was nuts.
And you could hear it when he was bashing his head. Oh, that was fucked up. That was some shit I never want to witness again. He cocked his head back and just...
It was first against the table there, and then got dragged to the fucking window, and it was just damn near caving his head in. And it's the sound design and the visuals with those two together. You're like, I don't want to see this shit because you're hearing it and you're seeing it, and even that the whole thing with the eye I'm like, yo, man, I don't nah. Yep. That shit was fucked. From that point on, it's like. It was fucked for everybody. And they told her that the reason why, one of the reasons why the brother killed himself is because he was seeing the motherfuckers without the hand, which is what was happening to Mia. And you saw that because like even without the hand, she was seeing it. So, you know what I mean? There's context clues throughout this whole movie that, yo, she's fucked. Because you see what happened to the brother in the beginning. You see that.
Yeah,
and now the same thing is happening to her.
And that's fucked up. Like you see that right, that's when my paranoia would have, not even paranoia, the shit was real.
Yeah.
You let go of the hand, you think the shit is over, you think you close the fucking door, the game is over, you go home, you're still seeing the shit you saw at that party. At that point, I just don't know what I would do in that situation. You're fucked. And they're just looking at you like, yeah, we ain't going nowhere.
And then the mother sitting there telling the things. At that point, it's not the mother anymore. It's the demons that are trying to keep, get the motherfuckers over there. They're trying to keep Riley. Because that one scene where you see what's happening to him, if you read the Bible, if all that just scares the fuck out of you. Because that's the shit that's in there, that what hell is like and all that. You see that, and you only see it for a little bit, man. You only see it for a little bit, but it's it's fucked. This one scene is fucked. That shit fucks with you, man. So you're seeing that, and he's being tortured and all this. So his life is crazy right now. Because, like, his body's there, but he's not in the body.
But his soul, like, he's young as hell. He's in that. When Danny, when they sat down at the table and they wrote this, you could tell they said, we need to make sure the audience feels this shit outside of the screen.
They said, I want to write some shit that's just going to torture motherfuckers and fuck with them. That shit fucks with you because that whole situation is fucked. Because you see brief glimpses of it, and then even the whatever's inhabiting his body, when it comes to, it's trying to finish the job. It's biting and bashing. That one scene in the shower where he's bashing the back of his head against the fucking the porcelain back there, and it's cracking.
It's cracking.
The effects top 10, like 10 out of 10 right there, because like that shit is cracking back there, and then back of his head's bleeding. He's drinking the blood, and I'm like, it's fucked, yo. The whole thing is fucked. And even the scene with her and the father, and he get the letter out, he's reading it, and then you get the stunt double mom come out like, oh, I didn't write that. That ain't me. He's lying. And you know, like, okay, this ain't her no more, yo, because that she wrote that letter. Whatever demon is trying to act like her mom is not her mom, and it's trying to get her to do things like, yeah, you should kill him because he's getting fucked up. Like, I can protect him. Like, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and kill him. Not knowing that if you kill him, he's gonna stay there.
He's gonna stay,
He's going to stay there. So that's what she wants. So like she goes to the fucking hospital about to do this shit, and then at the last second, like realizes like nah, this is what saying what time it is. This should not what I should be doing. So that whole scene where she ends up actually offing herself is just so well done, because when you first see it, you don't know what happened.
Because she's getting up.
Yeah, like, because she gets up and motherfuckers are rushing, and she's walking, and it flips to the hospital. The way that shot is done, it's so slick, because like she's just walking, and the sound is drowned out, and people are rushing and seeing what's going on, seeing the pops walk, and then the lights are fucking turning off, and she's just shrouded in darkness, and like what her fear, her nightmare ended up being true and actually fucking happening.
Yeah, walking up to the mirror and you don't see shit, man.
And I think one of the best parts about this movie is like there being a candle and you see a hand come out, and then she grabs the hand and it gets flipped, and now she's on the other side of it. I don't know where his hand ended up, or the passage of time from the time she died until then, which is probably a long fucking time, because we don't know how long she was wandering there.
It had to be a long time, because the boy, his face was healed. Remember, she walked past the hospital, his face was healed.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of that, I'm not sure if she jumped on the highway herself. There's a possibility that the sister pushed her to save. You don't think so?
I don't know, but maybe
we don't know.
Maybe because like either the sister, because like in my mind the sister was still up on the top of the hill when that happened. She didn't come down the hill yet, so I think she probably jumped herself. Another theory is that maybe the sister ran out there and pushed her to save the brother, which is something that she would do. But I think she jumped.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just going based on what I remember. Either way, it was a long passage of time after she died to the point where she saw the fucking hand, and then her grabbing it and being on the other side of it and getting to see. Oof. That shit is crazy to me. To actually see the other side of it, which makes it even more fucked up. Like, where the fuck does hand come from? And not knowing fucks with me. But for that to be the last shot of the movie and to see that and it cut, I think that from beginning to end, this shit was great.
Yeah,
this shit was great because it fucks with you, yo.
And it was different.
It fucks with you, and I think as a debut movie from these dudes, y'all motherfuckers killed it. A24 was the best, group to link up with to do this, but yeah, y'all killed it. Y'all fucking killed it. I'm glad that I got to go to a theater to see a movie from these motherfuckers because, like,
Congrats.
the whole time I was sitting there cheesing, except when I was turned away because I couldn't watch what was going on. When the motherfucker was digging his eye, I'm like, I don't want to see this shit. Because I swear his eyes were underneath his eyelid and shit. I'm like,
all right, come on.
I swear his eyeball was in his hand moving. I'm like, nah, man, this shit's crazy.
And you heard it.
This shit is crazy, man. Like, I don't want big ass screen and shit. I don't want to see this. We have no choice. But for y'all motherfuckers to do that shit and execute it that well, yeah, y'all, it's only up from here, man.
Yeah, and I wish them the best. I can't wait. I would love to see them bring, horror back.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back because I'm coming across a lot of horror movies and I'm just mad. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. It's underwhelming. So this was new light for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not only proud of them. I'm a fan. I've been a fan, but because I'm a horror movie lover, back in the day, rent a movie from Blockbusters on a Friday night, horror type. They gave me that back. They didn't rush it. They didn't use jump scares. They didn't use cheap effects just to get you to jump for 20 seconds. Yeah. They literally invested a lot of time into this to make sure they made you feel uncomfortable. This is art to me.
I got a really nice, a really rewarding old school feel from the horror. Like horror movies in the 80s where shit was all kinds of fucked up and even the ending was fucked up. Like I got that feel from it. Some old, some new, the rocker flair, like that is exactly what I wanted going in this movie, and I got exactly what I wanted. And that's what I was hoping would happen. Like I knew these niggas wouldn't let me down. But yeah, I am a little biased because it's them, but taking it out of the equation as a horror film, this shit achieved everything I wanted it to. Everything. So whatever they doing from here on out, I'm with it. There's a rumor that they're gonna do a Street Fighter movie. I don't know if they don't talk to a whole lot of people. They was at the Capcom office. They talked to Kojima. They talked to everybody. Like they hot right now. Finally, which should have happened a long fucking time ago. But like they talking to everybody now. I believe they can get whatever movie they want.
Oh yeah,
whatever movie they want, and whatever they choose to do, niggas will be there day one watching that motherfucker with a smile on my face, like they did it again. You know what I mean?
They just greenlit themselves.
One of them joints. So this shit was great. This shit was great. I want to know everybody's thoughts. Like, sound off. Let me know how long you've been watching these motherfuckers, and let's just celebrate these motherfuckers together. Because this shit was dope.
Can somebody also give me their opinion of what happened at the end? Can somebody let me know if they think she was pushed onto the highway, if they think she jumped? Because it can go either way. She jumped, killed herself, ended up in hell, which is the rule, Or she, either way, please let us both know what you think about certain things. And when the dad got on the elevator, when she watched her father get on the elevator, was that her father leaving the hospital to come?
Yeah, because like he had to like see the body. So yeah, most likely that's the only reason why he would be at the hospital.
I was thinking that the father did wind up dying. I thought he wound up dying from the scissors to the neck, and he wound up going to heaven while she stayed. That's that
was your interpretation of it?
That's what I got from it. That's what I got from it. He's going in the elevator. He goes into the light, goes up. She stays in the darkness. But then again, like you said, he wasn't responding when she was calling him, which means he probably came to view his daughter's body.
Yeah. Because like if he was dead, I believe they would have interacted. They would have seen each other at least.
Shit, now that they're going to 2 different places.
I mean, but they still in the same space, so they would still be. They would know. She wouldn't see. It wouldn't be a case where she sees him and he doesn't see her.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But like I can see that interpretation going to heaven. But I don't think he died though, because it looks like he had stuff wrapped around his neck. So when she realized, maybe she wrapped that shit up and then like I gotta go, because they both knew they didn't mean to do it. You know what I mean? And he didn't die from it because he was still alive when the other chick got there and she saw what happened.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead at all. But either way, this joint was crazy. I gotta see it a couple more times because this is one of those movies where the more you watch it, the more you're gonna get out of it.
True.
Even like the more you think about the movie, the more you get out of it, and the more fucked up it gets. Which is one of them joints that I wanted it to be. So whatever they doing from here on out, niggas is gonna watch it. I'm hyped that this was a theater experience that we got to have, and I'm proud of these motherfuckers, yo.
It's my mom's Remembrance Day. I just want to forget about it. Huh?
Ooh.
Who's up?
I'll do it.
Cannot go for more than 90 seconds. Am I clear?
What happens after 90 seconds?
Don't want to stay.
Hey, I know that.
Light the candle to open the door. Blow it out to close it.